All right, test one, two. Looks like we're good. Let's see. Grab our friends. All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Get everybody in here. Can you guys hear me okay? I can see you on the screen. You can just
Yes.
awesome, fantastic. Good to be back with you guys today. We're gonna get OFA started, rocking and rolling. I'm gonna do a little hip hopping around. I see some hands up today that I wasn't able to get to yesterday, so I'm gonna do a little bit of hip hop in here. But let's get right into it. First up is gonna be Nikhil. Hey, Nikhil, how are we this morning?
Hey Dante, thank you so much. I've been waiting for last 2 days. Today is my lucky day.
Oh man, sorry about that. Thanks. Great to
No, no.
speak with you.
You are in such a big demand. And first of all, I hope your health is getting better, Dante. We love you so much.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. So you may have forgotten me. I met you about 2, 3 months back. I
Oh, I
had
have not forgotten you. Stop, not a chance I've forgotten you.
love it, love it. So I had just started my journey then. I'm still having my day job. I'm trying to figure out a way to focus on my passion for coaching. You had helped me to put up a simple resource page which goes with my book QR code. So that was very helpful. I'm now trying to launch my first coaching funnel, and this month my VIP challenge is focused only on that. I have not yet started working on the funnel, but I want to talk you through the framework I have in mind and take your coaching on it. And then for the next few days, I can work on my funnel design if that's okay with you.
I love that. Let's get it.
Perfect. So, with your permission, I will share my screen.
Yes, please do. It might ask you for permission, but click the button and I'll let it through.
Yeah, it is okay. I will share my screen and let me know when you can see it.
Great. I got you.
So I'm a PowerPoint person, so please bear with me. I'll quickly share with you the flow I have in mind, and then I can pause and take your questions.
Great.
So my framework and my coaching effort is called Level 10 Leader. Um, I'll give you a flavor of who my target audience is or the consumer avatar, like Russell says. So imagine someone who is a mid-level corporate leader and who's feeling stuck now. So if I'm that person, I've been a high performer, I reached mid-level leadership very fast, but now I'm feeling stuck. I don't have like sight to my next level. I see everyone else is getting opportunities, but I don't know what is required for me that. So that's the kind of an audience I'm targeting.
Great.
I have a framework of how will I help these consumers, and I call it fire plus fuel equals freedom. So my promise is that you bring your fuel, I'll bring my fire, and together we can create your freedom. And freedom could be a freedom of time, freedom of sometimes purpose, but just getting freed from the shackles which you have been keeping yourself in. So there are some play of words here. So fuel stands for faith, urgency, expertise, and learnability, which I expect my clients to bring in. And what I bring is fire, which is focus, influence, resilience, and execution edge. So that's a combination of how the promise will be delivered.
I love
Then,
that.
thank you. Then my final sell is going to be 100 days coaching program, which is worth $3,000. And I'm saying 100 days because these are the people who are extremely restless. They want something which is much more short term versus 10-month, 12-month engagement. So
Yes.
I want to offer 100 days capsule on which they can kickstart their development. And I have a framework on what will happen those 100 days, but I'll not bore you with that. But that's a kind of 100 days engagement I want to sell worth $3,000.
Great.
So what I want to seek your help is exactly how should the sequence be, and I will share some of my early thoughts and then take your input. So I thought if I'm selling $3,000 ticket item online, then people may not buy it immediately. So I have to find different ways of doing it. One idea was that I can sell a 90-minute session worth $99. This is a short enough session, small enough ticket price for them to take a leap of faith, and it will be powerful in itself. So in this 90-minute, they can at least do a quick level of assessment. They can come out with an action plan. So even if they choose not to sign up for their $3,000 coaching program, they would still get enough value from this to do it by themselves. So that would be my last sell happening through ClickFunnels, but I will build this further on what happens
When
before.
you say the last sell, what do you mean by last sell?
Yeah, so I'm going backwards, Dante. So this probably will be the last upsell happening on the funnel. Then I will
Great.
go
Okay.
one step before that. What is the landing page? And so that's the way I'm thinking backwards from what do I ultimately want and what
Sure.
steps happen before that.
Let's go take me through these quick. I want to start, Nikhil, with your flagship offer, the
Yeah,
main thing that you're offering customers, because we have to nail that.
yeah,
Before anybody sees an upsell or a downsell, they're never
yeah.
going to see it if the offer doesn't hit. So I love where we're at so far. Let's check out that upsell.
Thank you. Thank you. So that's the last sell. Then the upsell will be a $45 package, which could include a combination of a 10-hour online course, which will have a bunch of other things, but all which are coming at $45. So this is where I give them an online course which they can start by themselves, self-learn course which has 10 hour of content of everything I'm talking in my Fire
And
Plus
are
Fuel
those
series.
other bullets, win with why, win with who, are those also part of the offer separate from the course, or are those the things that the course talks about?
Yeah, those are things with the course talks about. One
Okay,
of my learning has been as I watched Russell's videos was don't sell them one thing and say it is $45. Give them a bunch of other small things which are together there. Then you can say all this could have been worth $150, but you're getting this at $45, something like that.
all of this together is a
Yeah,
value of $197. Yours today for only 97.
exactly,
Yes.
something like that. Yeah. So that's the first upsell happening. Then this could be the free offer or a lead magnet, if you may, that they get a
Free offer and lead magnet is going to be a separate funnel from what I'm thinking for you. Where's your
okay.
flagship offer?
Uh, I don't know if I have it ready yet. So why don't I share with
Okay,
you where this will start? So the landing page could be something called as from unseen to unstoppable. It
great. You have
starts.
four apps, so it'll be self-assessments and quizzes.
Yeah,
And these are your lead magnets.
yeah.
Love that. That's perfect for what I'm thinking. Then, so a customer takes your free assessment, they say yes to you, then what happens?
So then they can get a free offer. So imagine if I'm a customer, I get attracted through Facebook ads or whatever else. I
Uh-huh.
come on I come on this page, I do a free assessment using Score
Uh-huh.
app, for example, and I learn that well, this guy actually knows what I'm thinking. So why don't I take one step further and see what he has to offer?
Yes.
Then the first thing which I offer is free of cost that you can take a down you can download a transformation toolkit which has
Okay.
an ebook of the book which has I've already published and it has become a bestseller in a small category. I
Nice.
have an
Great job, Nikhil.
Thank you, Dante. And I have an audiobook which is ready with Audible. There's a companion workbook and a 10-day email course which actually you had helped me create last time we were together. So these things are available to them free once they have taken the assessment and they
Let's
believe
say
this.
somebody downloads your ebook.
Yeah.
What next?
That's where it goes to the upsell, at least how I thought of that. Once someone
Ah,
clicks and says, Yes, I want to download the book, then the
uh-huh.
ClickFunnels takes them to next page of upsell. That
Mm-hmm.
good that you have taken all those books and free resources. But do you know that some people prefer to learn by themselves through online courses and whatever? And I'm offering this entire package for you at $45. So you get all the freebies plus you get this $45 course today, which can help you accelerate your learning versus reading books and documents. And then it goes
Okay,
to the
here's what
second
I
step.
see, Nikhil. I'm ready to get it. You ready for
Sure.
it?
Yep, I'm ready. Let me bring my screen down so I can see your
Actually,
face.
leave your screen right there. You have
Okay.
a lot of the foundations already poured. You have done fantastic in your setup here. Take me to what you're calling the last cell.
This one.
Yeah, and then really quick, let me take a look at your first cell right above.
This is
Yeah,
my final sell. This is the $3,000, which will happen during the 90-minute session.
there it
So
is.
I
Uh,
don't want to overwhelm them by selling $3,000 online. My plan is in this 90-minute session, I give them service And towards the end, I nudge them that if you are interested, you can sign up for the entire 100 days program.
Okay.
I was flirting with the idea of having a webinar or something else inserted, but
Yep.
I'm thinking aloud that maybe it is a much more of an intimate conversation versus a blanket sale happening.
Maybe, but here's the problem with intimate conversations, Nikhil. They're not
Yeah,
scalable. You only have 16 hours a day to be awake. You have to sleep for a couple for the next day. So
yeah,
you can only take 16 calls a day. And
yeah,
what happens when your demand, customers wanting to have your time, overextends the supply that you actually have, and you can't make more of that supply. So they're
yeah,
not scalable.
yeah.
That's a webinar is going to be the solution for you. Uh,
Hmm.
Here's what I'm seeing. You don't have a flagship offer yet.
Okay.
Somebody downloads your first off. All right, let me just start from the beginning. You worked backwards. I'm going to work forwards here. You have a
Yeah,
survey running the Score app. That's a survey. That survey itself is the lead magnet. So
yeah.
now you can start talking, pushing people to the survey, and that survey will then segment people to the right lead magnet. You have multiple lead magnets. So you
Hmm.
make a survey that segments your customers and sends them to a specific lead magnet,
Okay.
specific to the problems that they're encountering today.
Okay.
Now, so a customer, they download, they get the lead magnet, they do the thing, they see results. What comes next is our next step in the value ladder, which
Hmm.
you could go to a $47 product. It seems like as you have it built, you would go lead magnet to a $47 product that would deliver more value, build your know, like, and trust, and prime them and pre-frame them to be ready for the next offer, your more high ticket offer. So
Hmm.
I do love that. I love all of that. But in working with Russell for the last year in OFA, I've just noticed that he is so fast to skip the second step.
Hmm.
So fast. In every example, in pretty much all of the things he says to people. And it's because if we can just nail the high ticket, then let's say somebody downloads your lead magnet. And when I say high ticket, I think your a webinar should be the funnel that you run. And I think your $3,000 package, that should be your flagship offer. Imagine this, Nikhil. Somebody fills out a survey. You, after the survey, send them to a specific free resource that will help them with the specific problem that you have identified in their process. They do
Hmm.
the things, they get results. And then there's Nikhil with an email that says, "Hey, I've been able to help hundreds of employees achieve their dreams and get out of the slump and skip the ladder. And I do it through my proven framework, regardless of your industry, business, company, or corporation. If you're interested in getting over the hump, fast, immediately, in 100 days, please join this presentation to learn how all of my students and how you can do it today." You pump them right to a webinar, where in the webinar, they're primed, they're ready, you've delivered the value. This is 7 days after you acquired the lead, 6 days, 5 days. We play with the timing, right? But we go lead magnet delivers massive value to a $3,000 offer sold in a webinar. That is not a high ticket offer. And specifically for your customer and what you'd help them achieve, $3,000 to lock in a promotion that immediately gives me $15,000. I've already paid for it and sets me up for the future so that over the next 10 years, I can turn that into a $100,000 raise. And like, right? Like, this
Yeah,
is not high ticket at all. And you hit something on the head. Your guys want speed. They've already done 4 years of school. They've already
yeah,
done the corporate ladder thing. They're like,
yeah,
"Hey, how do I do this?" And that's you in your webinar.
yeah.
So the webinar needs to sell a flagship product.
Got it.
That should be your $3,000 product. And you should do it just well. This is what the expert track of the challenge is all about: how to craft your offer, how to craft the presentation and the webinar itself. So then you're selling a $3,000 coaching package, and we can have the upsells off of that. You know, that's how I'm seeing it in my mind. Does that
Understood.
make sense? And do you have questions on that?
I It makes sense. First of all, I appreciate that. I do have some clarification questions if you can still give me a few more minutes.
Of course.
So Let's start with the first hook. So I was still flirting with the idea, should I have an assessment or should I have a free book download? What would be the right first step if you are a consumer of that target audience?
Uh, you're exactly right. It's the hook. And then it comes down to like the core of why your person wants this promotion.
Hmm.
They want this promotion because they want a Corvette or a Ferrari in their garage. Do they
Yeah,
want this promotion so that they can have more stability for their family? Do they
yeah,
want this promotion so that they can make their parents proud of them? Like, why do they want this promotion? And that's what I'm going to align with on my lead magnet. And I'm going to
yeah,
say, take my proprietary survey, take my
yeah.
proprietary investment to
Okay,
learn if you're the right fit for my program, which has helped hundreds of people achieve their dreams in 100 days and less. Like,
understand.
we're going to make a hook that's going to align with their actual, true, real core desires.
So I hear from you survey is the right way to start versus giving them something for free, which they may not value at all. And as much as possible, customize the lead magnet based on the survey outcomes. So someone could feature good on this dimension, give them something in that dimension, and vice
Mhm.
versa. That's
Oh,
clarity.
100%.
And for the webinar, do you recommend I record a webinar which they can watch at their own leisure, or it becomes a live webinar because that's when the time value starts coming in?
Great question. You should not start with a recorded webinar. When it
Okay.
comes to webinars, and we teach all of this in the challenge, but when it comes to webinars, you want to do your webinars live because the first webinar that you do will be the worst webinar that you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So we're going to do the webinar live because we'll have a little bit to work on there. You're very professional and you're very well spoken. So I don't think you'll have a problem with webinars, especially to your specific customer.
Yeah.
But it's not really so much about you as the presenter. It's
Yeah.
more so about the customer data. So when we do
Understand.
our first webinar, everything is us conceptualizing. It's our
Yeah.
it's doing our best to do the market research and understand the customer, but we
Yeah.
haven't heard it from the horse's mouth. So we do
Understand.
the first webinar, and after that webinar is done, we export the chat. And we go through and we look at the chat, and it's like, yup, everybody's with me, they're with me, they're with me. I got them. I like we'll teach you in webinars how to do call outs. And it's as you're explaining points, you're saying as a presenter, hey, are you guys getting this? Are you guys understanding what I'm saying here? I like to do a physical call out and I like to say, hey, are you getting this?
Understand.
Put a me in the chat if you're understanding. Put a one in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. If this is so you'll be able to follow your chat.
Yeah.
Yup, ones, me's. I'm good. I'm good. Ooh, something happened here. They're all responding this way. They all had this question. They all had, oh, and then you go back and look at your presentation. Oh, I need to present this in a different way, in a better way that they understand. And there's an iteration process to all webinars. You do them live until the iteration is done. You know your
Understand.
customer well. So your iteration process might be like 2 webinars. It might be 4 webinars. It might
Got
be
it.
16. But many people do webinars for a year because the more they do them, the more they learn and the better their
Understand.
marketing gets across the whole brand and company, and the better their webinar converts and the better their ads get. So you start live. You only automate when you hit that perfect run where it's like,
Yeah.
I did a great job as a presenter. The chat, the people that were there, because that's what you're going to show as well, is like the chat of people that were there.
Yeah.
This was perfect. Then we'll take that and evergreen.
Perfect. So let me just play back again the entire consumer journey. You can
Sure.
tell me if I'm getting it right, and then I will work on my funnels.
I love
So
that.
if I'm a consumer, I see an ad somewhere which takes me to an assessment, which helps me to get a feeling, well, this guy actually can know and feel what I've been feeling for so many years. So I believe this is the right person I should work for, or work with rather. Then that assessment helps me with a specific lead magnet, which could be a book, which could be a course or something else, but all of that is free. Then, as a
Depending on their answers in the survey.
depending on the answers of the survey, then
Correct.
as a then as a thank you page, I offer them that, do you know, you can actually fast track your success if you sign up for this webinar. And I may have a simple video explaining what they can expect in a webinar, blah blah blah, and then they sign up for the webinar. No more sell happening there. Then during the webinar, I can share with them the entire framework I have, offer them some immense value in that 90-minute session. Towards the end, I can give them an option that why don't you sign up for this $3,000 100-day course, or you can sign up for this $45 online course and start your journey yourself.
I'm going to stop you there. You're
Okay,
perfect up until that.
okay,
We're never going to share two offers. It's
okay,
one offer. It is
okay,
just your $3,000 coaching package. You
okay,
can later on. Your webinar cycle is going to have an abandoned cart series because in
okay.
the webinar, in the moment, your emotional people, they're just going to buy immediately. Your
Yeah,
logic and fear, they're going to trickle in over you do webinars on Thursday.
yeah,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is running ads, doing podcasts, bringing up notoriety about your Thursday webinar. You do
yeah,
the webinar on Thursday. Excuse me. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you have an email sequence that's sending those emails, hitting your logic and your fear customers. So they're trickling all in. It is not until after Sunday, it is not until way down in the sequence that anybody who didn't buy your 3,000, then you can offer them that low ticket. But from the
understood.
webinar Thursday till the cart close, Sunday night at 12 p.m., it is a one offer mindset. It is only do you want to fast track do you want to fast track your success and virtually guarantee that you achieve the promotion that you want? That's the only decision that you're asking them to make. The more decisions we ask a customer to make, the more opportunities for questions to enter their mind. And a confused mind always says what, Nikhil?
No,
It's exactly right.
thank you so much, Dante. You're so awesome. I'll not take more time. There are other people
Are
who
you
are waiting.
sure? I know I've not spoken to you for 2 days. You have earned your time to speak here. Please, if you have other questions on this, feel free to ask.
No, I think I have the clarity. I will start doing my hands-on keyboard work and start putting the first framework of the funnel together. So I'm hearing from you is score assessment, leading them to a free magnet which is customized, invite them for the webinar, make the high ticket sell, and stop. And only after a few days, if someone has not bought your high ticket program, give them the low ticket offer, but don't mention low ticket anywhere else in the journey.
Bingo.
I some got it very well, Dante. Thank you so much. I appreciate all that you do.
What, thank you, man. I appreciate your kind words. One more thing I'm thinking, your survey and your webinar are two separate funnels.
Hmm.
So build your survey now. And I'd love for you to launch your survey now. You can
Okay.
start acquiring leads. Most importantly, we can start getting that precious data from our customers. As
Okay.
you're bringing in these leads, sending to a lead magnet, you can be calling your customers and you could
Mm.
just be having conversations with them. You can be asking them the questions that you need answers to as you're building your high ticket program.
Love,
What things
love
are
it.
you good at? What things are you bad at? So start your survey funnel. Let's build that first. Let's launch that immediately. That way we can start building our list and we can start getting the data that we need. As you're building the list and the survey's running, doing its thing, you can be crafting that webinar. And then when the webinar is ready and the offer is ready, you'll have a list that's already primed and ready to roll. So the first time you do your webinar, you just launch it internally to that list of people. And
Got
that
it.
should make some sales. And then we have some bankroll that we could turn into ads without having to come out of our pocket ever.
Understood. Thank you so much, Dante. I appreciate that. I'll come back to you in a few days once I have my first draft ready.
That sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, Dante.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. That was great. Let me hop over to Ryan. How are we today, Ryan?
How you doing?
I'm awesome. How about yourself?
Good, good. I just have two quick questions, so hopefully it
Sure.
won't be too long. So I've been offering my master class on a discounted price with a countdown timer. It ends tomorrow, and so tomorrow it will go up to the retail price. How do I still utilize a countdown timer? How do I keep that scarcity and um, going? Since now I don't have like a special offer going.
Are you saying how to keep the scarcity going or how to or
In
how
urgency,
okay.
like
Okay.
because now I don't have a special offer. The countdown timer kind of seems unnecessary.
Yep. Remind me.
So my master class is on teaching people to become location independent and digital nomads.
Yes, yes, but what are the next holidays coming up? Here's what
Um,
I'm thinking. I'm sorry, my brain's not working. Are we in Q4? We are in Q4 right now, are we not?
yeah,
Yes, thank you. No, no,
It's the end of Q3.
October. No, so
that's right.
we're end of Q3,
So we're still the end
about to
of
be
Q3.
Q4.
Uh, for you,
Yeah.
so a lot of times people have this question on should I stick to my urgency and scarcity when this timer goes off? Should I increase the price and should I be the business owner of my word? Do you
Yeah.
have an answer? Do you have an answer to that? Like how you want to act in that scenario?
My plan is to raise my price.
And act as your word, as you should. That's a great
Yeah.
decision, Ryan. So when the timer goes off, let your price rise and let the people that are watching you right now that you don't know are watching, let them see you be a man of your word and stick to it. But how about we let the timer hit when it hits? And how about we be full price for the next 7 to 10 days? And then
Okay.
let's run another special, right? We have Thanksgiving coming.
Okay.
We have Q4. So at the beginning of Q4, you could run a write-off special. At the end of Q4, you could run a write-off special. And now you have more urgency and scarcity for them to act now. Um, I would definitely tell you when the timer hits, raise your prices like you said you would. Wait a week, 7 to 10 days, whatever that may be, and then we'll come up with a new urgency offer. It's going to be aligning with holidays. Is there any real noise in the marketplace that your customers are hearing right now? Like, is there a big wave of current that you could align with as a marketer for the last 10, 15 years? If 20 years ago, I wasn't a marketer then, but I've studied it. 20 years ago, if you were going to do some sort of launch to get people into your thing, it would be all about how do I ride with the current of the news, and you would be making news appearances on morning shows and all you would be doing that for months, right? So, anyway, is there any prevailing current? Is there any noise in the marketplace that is right in front of your customer's face that you can align with? Maybe it's going to be Facebook. Maybe the noise to your customers right now is Facebook ads are unbelievably expensive and I can't run my business like this. Then let's make a Zuckerberg special, right? Because Mark Zuckerberg is charging you so much, I'll charge you so less. This week only is 20% off, 30% off, 50% off.
Okay. All right. Appreciate that.
Of course.
One other question was about I noticed that Clarity sent out emails about consent for the EU, like this new deal where we're gonna have to comply with that for like recording. Is there any guidance like from ClickFunnels or any
I
easy way to like manage to to get compliant so that we can still get our recordings when we get visits from the EU?
Are you targeting the EU?
Not really, but I do have global audience. I mean, it's mostly Americans, but I do have people that come from all over.
Okay.
But I'm
Um,
not specifically targeting the EU. I'm like in the EU right now, but yeah.
here's my honest, unfiltered opinion, Ryan. Who cares? You're not targeting
Okay.
people in the EU, and even if you did, like the last we just ran a special and weren't able to get a sale. So like I could care less about that. Nobody bought. Like we don't have the nowhere near the demand to even allow that to be a worry. If anything, I would just exclude the EU market from my advertising. I want I don't want to consent or comply with any EU if I don't have to. They are stringent,
Yeah.
put a massive demand on my business. I want American rules where I can watch all those recordings without having to put banners on my pages because we're in America. Gang, quick survey. How many times when you go to a page, if you see a cookie banner on that page that is forcing you to accept or reject cookies, do you always engage with that or do you normally leave the page? Unless the hook was so strong that you were so curious that you said, I'll take the risk on this. For me, put your answers in the chat. For me, every single time I go to a page and there's a cookie banner, I do one of two things, one of three things. I see if I can scroll around and interact with the page, bypassing the banner and just using little gaps that I can find. Or I go into the cookie. I want to see what's on the page, so I go into the cookie preferences and I reject all of them. And now I've started out my tone with that company with rejection. So that typically, I rarely, like without funnel hacking, me, my person, I rarely go through with anything when I do that. Um, or three, I just leave because I'm like, I don't care about that enough. Gone. Adding a cookie banner, in my personal opinion, especially if you are targeting Americans, is only adding resistance and friction to your customers doing the thing. And I want to remove that as a marketer at all costs necessary.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, thank you.
Awesome. You got it, Ryan. Great to see you again, man.
You
Okay,
too.
let's hop over to Dr. Kurt. Is going to be next. Hey, Dr. Kurt.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So a couple of days ago, I asked you a question about connecting Zoom to my funnel, and we
Yeah.
went through that, but I don't think I did something right. It's still not connected.
Oh, that's so interesting. Let's go take a look. Okay.
So here is, we're in Zoom now. So this
Yes.
is September 11th, 2025, which is just a test run.
Live Longer Practice 1 is the name, correct?
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
So you want me to make a copy and then go?
Yes, while you're here, let's go ahead and copy that link. That's super smart. And back to your ClickFunnels account. All right, great. Let's go to your workflow. Look at you. You're in there like swimwear. Zoom
And
webinar.
also, every page I go to has a red X on it, so I know there are things I'm missing. I think yesterday or Tuesday you told me to click on this to add Zoom, which looks like
Yes.
that's done.
Yes. Let's do it again from scratch. Go ahead and add.
Oh, I have to
At the
move
very,
everyone.
very bottom is going to be third-party integrations.
Right. And then I choose Zoom.
That's right.
And
Sorry, let's go to Zoom really. Oh, it's a webinar. You made a webinar. Okay. Click set up another. Okay, webinar itself. Choose that drop down. There it is. Live better, longer, practice 1. There's the session ID popping right in.
it also has this is reversed. That threw me a little. Was it 9/11 or 11/9? Okay.
It is. Um, just enter your name. Oh, nice. We're mapping. Sorry. Remove that and just choose first name from yes, sir. Beautiful. Now we'll click off to the side. That's great.
And then email.
Yes, correct. We're going to map again. We're going to scroll down on the list and we'll find email. Beautiful. Click off
And
to the
should I
side.
do the next one is last name? Should I do that or is that not important?
Uh, Well, click off to the side. We're just going to fill what Zoom has here. They only ask for first name, email. Last name is not required. I would leave last name off because
Okay.
this is also going to be like in any Zoom automated emails that you're using, which you will use. You'll use from Zoom the automated emails of 1 day before, 3 hours before, and 1 hour before. Zoom sends out those emails and it will only have their first name in the email. That looks better. People are more used to it. So this is great. Let's hit next. Bingo, save to continue.
Oh, I have the toolbar
Oh yeah.
from sharing.
Always in the way.
Did that work? No.
I believe so. It's working right now.
Okay. Okay.
Great. Now click that step for me. Yep.
Next.
Yep. And there we go. That's perfect. That's great. We're just confirming it's all right. You can just close this down. You're good to go. And you can delete the one below. Yes, sir.
Just delete this whole thing.
Yep. Little red X in the top right. Bingo.
Okay, so
I
now if
think
we,
I think we can rename the step to click the three dots on it really quick
right here,
on your Zoom webinar step. Yes. And go to settings. Yeah, it just brings me up here. Yeah, no worries. That's fine for now. Go ahead and close it down. We're good to go. Every time somebody opts in on your webinar registration page, they get added to this workflow, and immediately they will now be added directly to that webinar as a registrant. Their first name and email are collected and put in there. You're rocking.
and so in the workflow itself, I should be able to put the link to that Zoom webinar, right? And say, here, just
Correct.
in case you didn't register yet.
Correct. And that would be done in the first email. You were already going there perfectly. Let's go ahead and three dots, edit email. Yep.
So here's where I've been trying to put it in. This was in the form letter that we started with here,
Yes.
and also at the bottom, link to attend.
Yes.
And it just doesn't look like it's a live version of it.
Uh, oh, it is. Just put a space at the end and it is a live version. It's just the way that it looks in the email editor. You're saying you're expecting it to look blue and be underlined like a typical hyperlink is. It just doesn't display that way in the email editor. However, if we wanted to hyperlink text, like instead of putting the raw Zoom link, if you wanted to put something like click here to register, you could hyperlink that text and the text would go blue. You want to know what I'm really thinking for you, Dr. Kurt?
What's that?
Just use a button.
Just put a button in there to the Zoom.
Exactly. Don't forget to mark your calendar because you do not want to miss this. Click the button below if you think you need to re-register, and then we'll
And
just
this
put a button. Yes, sir.
and the button is the same way to add it as the rest of the funnel. It'll have choices on the side, and a button will be one of them.
That's exactly right. But here's something interesting about email editors. If you look at the blue line around the text itself, you have your big blue box. That's right. Just like sections, rows, and elements. That is your element, that blue going around. So that's your content block, your paragraph block. You can't put your button inside of the paragraph block. So let me just really quickly show you how this works. It'll be great for everybody to learn this as well. In the top right, click your content, please.
Not following you. At the top right on here. Oh, there it
Uh,
is.
there it is. Nice. And let's click and hold your button.
Click and hold. Oh, okay. Click and hold.
Yep, and drag it in. And now you're going to see you can't drop it there. There's nowhere, right? It goes above your element block. You see the blue outline there, right? That's your element. It's just like in the funnel. Elements stack on top of elements, not inside of elements. So do me a favor now. Click and hold that top button and drag it down for me.
This.
Yep. Drag it down below. Oh, let's do that again. There you go. You have your move to the right. You might have to click that. Yeah, click and hold, and we're going to move it down below our text. And you see that blue bar? Keep going down. You see that blue bar? That's where you would drop it, just like in a funnel. So drop it right there for me, please. Great. Now we have a button on the page. But hold on. I have the rest of my text all down here that I need to add. How do I fix that? Super simple. We're just going to grab another element and drag it in. Go back to your content block, your content. Grab your paragraph element. Click and hold, and I want you to drag it below the button. Bingo, drop it right there. Great. Let's click into your content block. We're just going to move text now. Copy and paste all of that text from masterclass down. Yes,
Right
sir.
from here,
That's exactly right.
but not, okay.
Right, not that for now. Copy. Yep. Highlight everything and paste it in.
So
To
I did
highlight
that.
everything, I like to triple click. 1, 2, 3.
Triple click.
Well, you just want to copy that text. Don't delete that text yet. I just want
Right.
you to copy it.
Oh, now the bar is blocking. I can't see it.
That's okay. Just click on the text anywhere. The bar will go away. Or click
Oh,
outside. Sorry, click outside the text. Bar
okay.
goes away, and now you can start again. And just copy. Great. Once you have
Then
it copied, click off to the side again. It'll go away. Nice. Uh-huh. Now highlight all of that text. You're just going to remove it. I like to click 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And that just highlights everything. Just click your text itself right here. Yep. There you go. And now just paste. There you go. So we're just splitting up our text. It has some weird formatting. You'll just want to remove the spacing there.
Okay.
But we're just breaking up our text. I have a text block and then a button element and then the rest of my text. And then, like down here, you have link to attend. You could say instead, click the button below to attend the session. And you could add a button element and then have a button be right below there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, when you say below, it wouldn't be in here because you can't put a button in there. It would have to be below again.
That's right. And you would add another paragraph block below the new button, and you would add the rest of the text there.
So each button I add has to have like a separate box, a separate area.
Correct. It's its own element. Your text is an element block. Your button can never go in it. So we just build text, button, text, button, text, button.
That seems cumbersome. I mean, it's certainly doable.
Um, I had the first thought when I first started. It's honestly not. It's on. If you want to do it that way, it's you. As I promise, once you do the first one, you'll get it. Like you probably copy and pasted this text from somewhere, right? Either ChatGPT or you wrote it out in a Google Doc somewhere, and then you pasted it into here. Is that correct?
Well, I started out with the framework that I was given, and then I rewrote the whole letter.
Oh, of course you did. Sorry, I'm a silly Willy. So like let's say you go write a ChatGPT email, for instance. You just copy certain parts, put it in there, add your button, and then you copy the rest and you add it to the new paragraph block. It does seem cumbersome, but I promise it's not. It's a really simple build.
Okay.
Or don't have buttons and just put raw links and know that they are working, they are interactable. It just doesn't display that way in the editor.
Okay. So if I didn't do any of this and I just left this the way it is, that's a live button.
It is a live URL. They'll be able to click it and interact with it, and it'll work perfectly.
Okay. So I have one more question, and that is the opt-in page. I don't even know if I can get there from here. Is the opt-in
Oh, you
page?
can get there. Open up a new browser tab, please. This is common practice, gang. What I'm about to show you here, I do this every single day, tons of times a day. Open up a new browser tab, Dr. Kurt. It's that little plus button right there
I
at
don't see where you are. Oh,
the very top of your browser. Yeah, and then just type in myclickfunnels.com right there in the search bar. myclickfunnels.com.
I thought the whole thing would come up after I typed in my.
I'm surprised it didn't. It will from here on out now. Okay, cool. Now you have a new tab where you can just go independently. So let's go check out your funnel here now. This is common practice, gang. I have like 6 ClickFunnels tabs up when I'm doing the thing. So I can just go tab to tab, funnels to assets to workflows to any other apps I might be using.
So here's the coming soon page, which I followed the instructions somewhere, somehow in a video, but most of the funnels that I see don't have a coming soon page. And I
Correct.
thought that would be a good like advertisement. I've seen, different videos where like Eric Thyme talked about the 60-second webinar, and I think someone Miller, a woman who had her own
Rachel
way,
Miller.
um, and they were just like the video. But what about text? Like when you see an ad, there's usually a video, but there's also like the framework for like an ad, like content.
Yes, but it'd probably be hard to run it. Sorry.
So the best thing is just the video.
Yes,
Okay.
because it'd be really hard to run an ad to cold or warm traffic and get them to register for an upcoming webinar. Like that's just difficult to do. That's a hard
Okay, well, I
ask.
don't want to do it that way if it's difficult. I'm not looking to create extra work. I like
Not even
doing
that it's
videos,
extra
so if
work.
it's doing videos, then I'm happy to do that.
It's not even that it's extra work too. It's just hard to convert, right? Because you're asking somebody to wait. People buy results, right? When somebody registers for a webinar, they're registering for an upcoming soon webinar that they know the date and time of, where that webinar is promising to help them get the result. It's just hard to turn paid ads, cold and warm traffic into conversions in this. It's not hard work, it's hard conversions. What we would do in this, how we use this scenario is launching out to our warm list. Like, or if you're going to be going on people's podcasts, and being able to make organic reaches, that's where a coming soon page does really, 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 really well. You go on somebody's podcast, you do the podcast with them, and they say, Dr. Kurt, this has been amazing, man. How do we learn more? How do we stay connected? And you say, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked. I'm actually doing a presentation. I'm making it right now, and it's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks, where I'm going to be doing an hour and a half presentation showing everybody exactly what they need to know to get these results. And if your community would likes it and would want to join, just go to www.drkurt.com and you can register right there. And you would take them to this coming soon page. You did the whole webinar, you warmed them up, they have buy-in to you. Now they'll opt in for an upcoming webinar. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool, great.
If I just with the webinar, I still have to have a button there somehow. I have to say, yeah, click the link below and I'll see you Thursday at 6.
I'm sorry, what do you mean with the webinar? Like when it's
I'm
ready?
sorry, with like if I do a 60-second webinar to
That's
advertise for the
Eric.
webinar, I
That's
have,
Eric's 60-second authority framework. It's a way to make shorts and short films
right,
where it's like 60-second webinars. Hey,
right,
introduce the problem, secret number one, secret number two, secret number three,
right,
call to action. Yes, sir.
right. So
So,
that's what I'm saying. That's a just a video, but
yep.
the call to action requires like a button or somewhere for them to click and register or contact me.
Yes, you would put that in the description of the video or in the comments and you would pin that comment. Do both of them because who cares how people find you? Let them find you.
Right.
It's like when people ask Gary V the question, should I post this on Facebook or TikTok? And he says yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Heads
And
or tails.
or
Yes.
it's and yes, exact. Put that link everywhere. And in that capacity, that's just like an organic video that you're gonna make. Don't run, you can try to run ads to it. Please don't ever let me be your crystal ball on anything. Try everything, right? So you can try to run ads to it, but that would do much better if you were making your own TikTok where you were going to then the call to action for that TikTok is register for my webinar. And then you could take organic traffic, push them to a coming soon page.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. You got it, Dr. Kirk. Nice questions. All right, let's hop over. Great. Let's hop over to Vernita. I always get to her so late. Hey, Vernita.
What? Hey, Dante.
Hey, hey.
So, hi, good morning, everybody. This is really just a report back. So, yesterday I said, oh, I'm going to the networking event. I kind of quickly put together my bio funnel and it worked, but I did not get any opt-ins. And my thought is, there definitely is a pain point. So I had some good conversations around one of the things that happens with event producers that you work an exorbitant number of hours. And by the time you finish working, your compensation doesn't really account for all the hours that you put in. So I just got really good feedback. I was proud of myself. Like I'm starting to feel like a funnel builder because I put that bio funnel together like in less than an hour and was out the door and it was like it was functional. One
Mm.
person who I had one person test it, their email bounced, but I don't think that necessarily means that the funnel didn't work per se. So
Well, we can take a look at that.
oh that their email is that under
Yeah, let's go. We can go take a look at the funnel that seemed to have not worked. How did you how did you get people to your link in bio? Did you use a QR code?
I did do the QR code. That was the other issue. So I'm in New York City and the event was at Ellis Island, which sounds cool and like it's this historical place,
But
but
has
the
no life.
Wi-Fi was horrible. And so people were scanning the QR code and then like couldn't get the site to pull up. And they're like, oh, I'll look at it later when I have service. I was just like, this is they
And
weren't
and they really didn't, did they?
not like right. I looked this morning, I didn't have any opt-ins.
Yeah, that's not your fault. They're human beings that live in New York City, and by the time they got off Ellis Island, 50 other cool things happened that took their attention away. So it's and this is so cool. This is how we learn. Gang, this is business. This is reps. This is doing the thing. Next time there's an event on Ellis Island, Vernita is going to have a little mobile hotspot device so that she is able to actually do her thing. And then she's going to have people coming over to use her hotspot device, and she's going to then use that device to facilitate more conversations.
Very true, because that was actually the number one complaint about the event was how bad the Wi-Fi was. And it was ironic because the event was for event professionals. So you just have all of these people that are like, I can't believe they didn't think about the Wi-Fi package. That's like rule number one.
It's
So
funny you say that too, because the people that we view as our competitors, like those people made an event, you probably paid money, or they had some sort of sponsorships or sales at the event. So they made money on this. They made profit and they sucked at it. Like, and that's our typical competition. It doesn't mean that they're any better than us. It doesn't mean that they're any smarter than us. They're usually worse than us. They're just doing more than us. They're just taking more action than we have up until this point in our lives. So you're gonna go smoke them one day, Vernita. That's awesome.
yeah, indeed, indeed. So yeah,
Okay, so here's the link in bio funnel.
yeah. So this is
All right,
what
let me just preview the page. Let me see what we got.
I shared last night.
Cool. First thing, check the mobile. I want you to click the two pages at the very top right of your browser to make the screen not full. Right up there.
Wait, where?
Right up here.
Oh,
Yep, just make it not full screen. Yeah, and then compress it now. Compress it as small as it'll go. As skinny. Sorry, make the like put your mouse on the edge of your browser and then make the page as skinny as possible.
okay. Now, on my end, it's as skinny as possible. There you go.
Okay, cool. It just came through. So by compressing our browser this way, we're giving ourselves a really close to mobile view, like really, 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 really close. It's an easy way for you guys to preview your pages in the mobile versions. So I guarantee every single person that scanned your QR code did it on their phone.
Yep.
Okay, so we only care about mobile. Let's take a look. This looks fantastic. Keep scrolling.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Okay, got it. So this is not technically a link in bio funnel. Technically, a link in bio funnel doesn't collect any customer opt-in on this page itself. A true link in bio funnel is just it has buttons on it. Buttons that go to other funnels that give them the
Oh,
thing.
okay, yeah. Like almost like a link tree.
Yes, Linktree will not be in business when I actually get to tell the whole world about ClickFunnels. There that 100%. It is exactly like a link tree. So you have an opt-in here where this was like people can opt into a wait list to be a part of the package that you're gonna. This is like a product launch that you did in a really great, cool way. But it's not a link in bio funnel.
Okay.
Let's go look at the hook that we had too. Six-figure masterclass does not call out our dream customer, right? It actually feels quite salesy and it feels.
Hey, I had a that was a sense that was part of my sense.
And
Why?
hey, we're living and learning, Vernita. Just like you'll never go to an event without checking Wi-Fi and not having a thing for that, you'll never
Mhm.
do this again either. This is how we live. This is how we grow. So, six-figure masterclass. Reach your first six-figure year as an event producer. Reach your that sub headline. Reach the first. This should have been your headline. That's
Mm,
what you should have led with. Right? And then you could have had the six-figure masterclass down below the fold, because maybe that's what you want to call this thing. Um, so great execution on the build, on the design. Looks fantastic. What a great hero image. Immediately puts you in an authoritative position, exactly as you should be. Um, Only other thing I see is the review. This looks like a customer testimonial, which I would love to see here, but now I can see it's a quote from yourself. I probably would have put that below the fold as well. In this, like what you were trying to do, because you can go to events and you can have amazing conversations and you can put those people directly to specific pages so they can get started with you today. Like you can go to events and you can get people to buy your package and program. I'm not saying that's not possible. That is more than possible. That is a thing that you should do. But I would have put that below the fold.
okay.
And I would have just had my thing as soon as they hit the page. Reach your first six-figure year as an event producer. Boom, you had a conversation with them in person. They hit that headline and they're like, plumb in, take my money, Vernita.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Cool. Let's go check out functionality really quick. Go down there and put in your info, please.
Okay.
Yeah, you can make it big if you would like to.
It's cash.
Nice.
So mine worked. My opt-in on the back end worked for info plus 17. I saw that on the other side.
Great, thank you. Let me just see what you put here. It looks like just barely any text below, but let me see it. Scroll down. So good. So good. Now this is beautiful thank you page here. Um, so your funnel works. They just put in the wrong email address or an invalid email address, or they had a typo in there. More than likely they forgot the at sign, but opt-in functionality just works. That never fails. So
Oh,
they did something.
yeah, that here. When I went to customer, no, where did I go? Yeah, contact. This is the one here.
Oh, as undeliverable.
Here's a question. There was no, it said undeliverable. There was no, yeah, but how come mine say subscribe?
Yeah,
Because,
I feel like she gave you a fake email that it's not actually active anymore and she doesn't know that.
oh, that's possible.
Yeah.
It's, it's my cousin. I could ask her.
Okay, oh, great. Yes.
Because my other thought was I don't have a workflow. I didn't have a workflow attached to it. It just said, thank you for opting in and look out for more information forthcoming.
Sure. I actually saw you did have a workflow attached to it though.
Hmm?
Take me back. Oh, yeah, Vladimir, you're right. The person giving the email might have DNC setting on or do not contact. 100%. That could be a thing. Since it's your cousin, that's really cool. We can check it out. But look at you. You do have a workflow.
Oh, you know what this is? So remember yesterday I said, can I copy my a funnel from one workspace to another? So this is the email from the previous workflow. I mean, the previous funnel that I,
Yep.
which is my opt-in funnel for when I'm selling merchandise, like at a table or something.
Yep.
I have people opt in with their email and phone number, and this is the welcome to Black People Are America's Hot Sauce email that they get.
That's amazing.
Well, good. I guess
Yeah,
they're not.
go ahead and disconnect that.
Ooh,
And then
Rocky, have a good morning.
I'm sorry.
I think somebody.
I was like, wait, that didn't sound like Vernita. You will, Vernita, when you get this rocking and rolling and like doing it exactly what you want, attach a workflow and tag the contacts at the very least.
Okay, yes, that was my one other question. I put in 3 tags, imported. It says 3 tags here, but I didn't see those tags on the customer. So I tagged, okay, imported 6 figures.
These tags are for your tags at the top. These are actually funnel tags. So think
Oh,
of funnel tags like folders. You have a folder of all the funnels you've imported. You have a 6-figure folder, and all the funnels for the 6-figure business can go in that folder. So now you can maneuver quickly.
I did not know that. I thought I was tagging the customer.
We live and we learn. Tagging customers is always done through workflows.
Okay. So now, where did I make these tags? I must have made these tags in what, the funnel setting?
Yes, you made those tags in the main funnel settings.
Got it. Okay. Well, this is really helpful.
It's always, I love when you guys do. Well, I say it a lot. Like these little mistakes, I'm so glad we got to hit these right now because nobody knows about them besides you and I, and we get to learn tremendously from them.
Okay, so right. So I actually don't have, I would have to make a new workflow
You would. Yep,
because these are from previous, well, this is from the one I copied yesterday, and this was from basically my very first funnel. With
correct. And especially in this capacity, you just want a simple workflow that would tag them and maybe send one email. So yeah, that I would just make a new workflow and bingo, rocking.
amazing. Well, so yes, I am proud of myself for doing it and letting it be bad or rough and learning from it. And
Good.
for the like 6 people that scanned it, that I think I'll survive.
Yes, you absolutely will. I'm really, really proud of you for doing that, Vernita. I honestly, I really, really am. Because that is what separates. This is the only reason that terrible event company was able to put on a terrible event displaying terrible skills and be a successful company in New York City. They did you have no idea how many times I see people do this and I do the same thing with them and they just feel so much shame and they tell themselves the lies all the time like, oh, this isn't for me. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, look, I made one mistake. I'm the worst. I have to stop, right? And they do stop and they don't do the thing. And then terrible businesses get to win every day with terrible competition. So I'm really, truly proud of you. It was awesome of you to do that.
Yay. Thank you, Dante. Appreciate your help.
You got it, Vernita. Great stuff. All right, gang, I'm so sorry. I have like a 12:20 cutoff. I have another meeting. I'm trying to move quick. Let me do rapid fire here. Let's go to Danielle. Hey, Danielle.
Hey, any way to do an execution window on emails? Is that
Absolutely. That's your
okay?
delay steps. Inside your workflow, the delay step itself is what you put the execution window on.
It had the timing there.
That's correct. Once you
Okay.
click execution window, an entire series of events pops up or
Okay, I
settings,
thought
excuse me.
so. What stops the no path when they do the thing, or do they keep getting the emails forever? Or like, how do I need to tell the workflow, hey, stop if they do the thing in
That's
no?
a goal step. I think, did we go over goal steps yesterday?
No, I built out the whole 15 email series though in the no side, but
So good.
I don't know how to stop them if they book the call.
So good. Okay. At the end of your no track, I want you to put a step that is called goal, not conditional goal. Okay. Just goal. A conditional goal is really sick. I'll teach you more about that later, but just goal. And the goal is going to be if they purchase the product, you'll see you set a condition, purchase
Okay.
product is, and then product name. You just put that goal step at the end. The goal step is always checking. So whether they purchase in the first email of the no track or the 15th, that goal step, when as soon as they hit that goal, they will stop receiving the emails. And then, of
Perfect.
course, they've purchased the product, which that gets them into the fulfillment workflow for so they enter the new sequence. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Amazing.
And then
So,
lastly, the header footer code, I've never done that. I know you taught that like our very first day in school, but I'm sorry I didn't have anything to put it on and now I do. Is there somewhere I can get the information on how to do that without taking up your time? Is that the clarity thing that people are talking about?
yes, are you talking about how to input clarity or another code into your funnel header?
The header footer. Yeah, I've got my pixel going with my Facebook ads, but
I have you right here.
awesome. I have the website saved. So if you're telling me just to go to Clarity and follow the prompts, I can do that.
Nope. I
Okay.
have. I just put in the chat for you and anybody else. Microsoft Clarity is completely free. It is screen recording and heat mapping software. It allows us to actually understand the data that we're receiving. So that it's going to show you how to set up your Clarity, Danielle,
Say
and
less.
into the funnel.
Thank you.
Cool, you got it. All right, let me hop over to Vladimir. Hey, Vladimir.
Hey, bud, thanks for doing this and taking my call. A couple of quick questions. Carousel feature in ClickFunnels
Yep.
in the thing. I only saw product carousel. I need the carousel. Couldn't find that. If we can go over that, that's number one. And number two, I got some questions, but number two, Barnum AI
Yes.
versus the Barnum PT. Is that just the $27 that is backstage? Because it didn't look like it. It looked like the backstage is me advertising to others that like end up that I end up bringing whatever. But since I'm a tobacco business, I can't do that anyway. So the I'm interested in Barnum AI. If $27 is gonna get it, then I'll get it. If I don't have to get it, I'll get something else from ClickFunnels anyway. But I need the Barnum AI because it gives different functionalities. And then lastly, I've noticed completely different versions of the very same thing between the mobile version and a desktop version. In particular, the trace, which makes sense because the more people see on the mobile, but they buy on desktop in most of the cases, in many cases. So
Oh, really?
if I
You
can
you
actually
still have most purchases of yours are coming from desktop?
actually, yeah, I mean that's even like not that I'm proud of, but I'm also like doing the Grant Cardone thing, and that's one of the things that they actually gave us the statistics, right? So and that might be interesting information for everyone else. But the desktop and Trey actually did it. That's why I thought he did that, because in one of the things you shared yesterday with me, the mobile is that story that I got confused about, and they actually followed the script that was taught, and then the desktop had nothing to do with the script that was taught. So I caught when I actually pulled out my credit card and it became a proud owner of a security camera that I don't need. But so yes, so I didn't see how you can add a funnel before a funnel step in ClickFunnels. And if we can just get that thing, then I'll hit you with other questions tomorrow. And
I can teach you mobile and desktop versions. You make specific mobile and desktop versions in ClickFunnels so you can build your funnel specifically for the device that people are showing or viewing on.
Okay,
I can
good.
show you, I will show you tomorrow exactly how I
No
do
problem.
it. It's a foolproof way. You can't mess it up, and you'll be able to build exactly what you want. Your
No
next
problem.
was Barnum AI. I got to be honest, Vladimir, I don't
You
know
got it.
about Barnum AI. Uh, I use Barnum PT, but I have Dante AI, and I just like don't even listen to anything else anymore. But I do know from what I've seen, people are pretty happy about Barnum AI.
Yeah,
So
fair enough. I mean, you know, I got ChatGPT, obviously the pro version, and so that's less important. And then lastly, the carousel, small but a
gotcha.
pain.
Um, I will allow that. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, I can
And
hear you.
can you see the screen?
Mhm.
Yes, okay, great. So we do have an element. Let me just get this out of my way here. We do have an element, and it's called a product carousel element. If you just go to add an element, type car, there's my product carousel, and I can add it to the page. You can use carousels, but right now, as it is, you make the carousel based on the product itself. So for you to use a carousel, here's what we have to do. We're going to exit one more time. You have to go to your products tab and make a product.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Now, once you make a product, like I have this, once you make a product to the product settings, you're going to upload the images. This first image is going to be your main image that will show first on the carousel. The rest of these will be the ones that come after. So just choose the right image first that you want to display. Then, once you make the carousel and the product, you're just going to go back to your funnel. And I'm going to go back to the exact funnel I was just in. This is how to use Microsoft Clarity funnel. This does not have an order form on it. There's no way for people to buy or do anything on this page. I'm going to go to this page and I'm going to add a product to the page. The product I'm going to add is that cozy blanket I just showed you. I'm going to
Mhm.
select the product. Now I'm going to get an error because ClickFunnels is going to say, hey, you just added a product, but there's no way for somebody to buy the product. There's no order form on the page. I'm just going to ignore that error because I'm not trying to sell the product. I'm just trying to use the carousel. So we're going to enter the editor now. I'm just going to add my carousel element right here. And now that I've added a product to the carousel, you can see that the actual images are there. If I save the
Yep.
change and if I preview, this will give me a true customer view of the carousel. Hang on now, that's not right. That's not right at all. It's just my cache. Close this down. Let me try again. And there we go. Now my product carousel is on the page with that main image right here. Lastly, inside the product carousel element, you have settings where you can change the settings of your main image, your thumbnails, and how the carousel displays. Also by putting corners, borders, shadows, and backgrounds on it to truly make it anything you need.
Excellent. All right. So I needed basically just trusted by and their logos to be like kind of going under. So to recap, I gotta figure out. I'll add a product somehow. Um, I know how to add the element and basically work with that. I will do that, and then I will have to obviously when I do add the product, I gotta add other logos. Is basically like the same product, just like a different versions, right? So
No, the customers will never see the product or the product name. So when you make the product, just name it like carousel
yeah,
product name. And then
yeah.
you'll know you're only using that for carousels.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's just for logos, just like a visualization.
Yes.
So these catchy things that elevate the reputation, right? Like so um I'm just gonna basically make the logo as a product, add other logos as I guess you just had like a couple of things, right? Like so, just add different pictures as the variations of the same product, and then you just let it rip, and then I'll do the automation and everything else, right? So those
Absolutely right.
basically, excellent,
Yep.
excellent. Thank you so much, Dante. Hey, thank you.
Awesome. You got it, Vladimir. Great questions here.
You got it,
Dante,
buddy.
Yes.
Dante, can I ask a follow-up to what he was talking about?
Yes, sir, you can.
Okay, can we do the same thing with the carousel, but use testimonials if we're on the expert track?
You absolutely can, Scott. You're a smart guy. Come on. Oh, yes, you can. So
Any
good.
advice is the best way to institute that?
Not really. It's pretty straightforward on this one. Just add your favorite testimonials. Just make sure that the main image you add to the product, that's the first one that will show in the carousel. So just make sure to pick the right one that you want to display there. And that's it. Add the element.
Above the fold, though?
Depends on where you want that to be. I think you've heard me talk about recently. A lot of people have a sexy curiosity based above the fold, and then right below the fold, as soon as you scroll, they're displaying reviews right there.
10-4.
Awesome. Great, Scott. Great. Okay, let's roll over to Rosie. Hey, Rosie, how can I help today? You're still muted. I'm hitting my little magic button.
Oh, can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay. All right. So yesterday we talked about the assessment, right? You said just clean it up because I'm just trying to launch this tonight. So
Mm,
I want to share real quick because I just want to see what exactly did you mean by that? Because the only thing that I added was a workflow to it. Let's just start. That's my first question. What did you mean by like clean it up? Because yeah, what did you mean by
and
that?
let's enter the editor.
Okay.
Um, I just forgot how Score app works.
Mhm.
So I was going to add a headline, a sub headline. I was going to add your own images to your page in ClickFunnels. But Score app, you already did that in Score app. So really quick for me, Rosie, preview the page. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. I believe it was perfect. You already have in there your headline and sub headline and the stuff. So this is cleaned up. It's perfect. It's rocking.
Okay, because that scared me because I was like, well, at first I had put a headline on there like I usually do, and I was like, well, this don't make no sense. It already has that. So I just wanted to make sure because again, I wanted to launch it, but I was like, what exactly do they mean? I don't want to miss anything
Mm,
before I launch it. Okay, so that's good. It already has it. So all I need is, this, and then so I added like a workflow.
yeah.
So I just want to talk it through again. So once they finish the assessment, then they will get an email, then they'll just start I did one for like I did an active,
You
one
won't
if
be
they
able to
like.
do abandoned cart. Abandoned cart will not work because in this capacity, they click an ad or they click your description in a YouTube video, right? They do the thing. They come to this page. If they don't fill out your survey, you don't have their information. You don't have their email, so you can't send anything to them. Does that make sense? Like
Okay.
they don't abandon their cart. They just leave the page and they're gone and you just didn't get their info, so you can't do anything to them.
Okay, I'm glad that you're telling me that. Okay, so the only time I will have it if they complete well, how do I get that? Because again, like it goes to Score app. So I guess I'm still like not understanding how it works on this side. So it's in a funnel, right? And so if they let me just the best way is just to kind of like look at it. I'm sorry. So okay. So say this is it, right? And so if they do this, then they put their name thing and then it goes to Score. Does ClickFunnels, since now I have embedded this, when they fill this out, will ClickFunnels now get it somehow?
You need to set up a Zap using Zapier. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
ClickFunnels is its own island. Score app is its own island. You're not collecting the customer info in ClickFunnels. You're doing it in Score. If you put in your funnel, on your funnel page, if you put their name and email and you were collecting that, yes, like in the edit, then you would have their info in ClickFunnels, but you do not. And this is very common, Rosie. There's a solution for it, and it's called Zapier. ClickFunnels is its own island. Score app is its own island. Zapier is a bridge that connects them and allows them to trade between themselves. So, you create a Zap that connects Score and ClickFunnels. Anytime somebody fills out your survey in Score and fills in that information right there, name, email, phone number, it zaps over to ClickFunnels. and creates a contact and click funnels where all that information is there. And then you can market automate to those customers. You can use workflows. It's all just from one thing, Zapier. I would love for you to just launch today, launch tonight. You're not going to get thousands of opt-ins, I don't think, in this one day, correct? Okay, so let's launch. Please don't worry about it. I can show you how to set up Zapier tomorrow and how the whole thing works. For tonight, your funnel's great. Launch and watch some YouTube videos too. Zapier is not difficult, and I promise you can do it without me. You don't need to wait for me tomorrow. So I'd love for you to work on it today. If you hit a hurdle and don't understand, I'll set it up for you tomorrow. You'll understand everything.
Okay. And would you say I need a goal when you just mentioned that with someone else? You said should I goal condition? Like if they put it on my workflow, like if they complete it, then that's it, or am I good with just having the successful purchase and that's good? Then I'll be able to tag those people, and so when they do the zap, then I can be able to see who, completed it and start my email sequence.
If they don't complete the survey, then you're not going to get their information in Score app either, because they're not going to fill out the Score app pop-up we're looking at right now on the screen, right?
Mhm.
So I wouldn't worry about any of that right now, Rosie. That's non-concerning to me.
Okay. All right. And then, okay. And then I have questions about the ads, but I can do that tomorrow. Okay. This was most important because I just wanted to make sure that I can launch this today. So I'll just go ahead and start my ad for this. And then I have some ad set questions. And if you can help me with that tomorrow, that would be great.
That sounds amazing.
All right. Thank you so much.
Cool. You got it, Rosie. All right, gang. All right. What an awesome time. Man, I'm proud of you guys. I really am. Great examples today. Real funnel hackers doing real things. This is amazing. So much growth. I just feel like everybody right now is on the precipice of that beautiful pop that we're always looking for. So you guys are fantastic. Great work. Keep doing the thing. I'll let you guys go for now. We are going to be live again tomorrow starting at 11, and from 12 to 1 is the expert session. I believe Russell's coming. I haven't got confirmation of that yet, but I'm quite sure Russell will be here tomorrow. So really looking forward to that. You guys have an amazing rest of your day. I'm going to try and rest my voice so I can be excited and do the thing with you guys tomorrow.